Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Terry. Today we're going to make red pepper jelly. It's not something I'd planned to make, but yesterday when I was up at the market on Millstream, I saw that they had these 2-pound bags of mixed peppers on for $3.98, which ends up to be $2 a pound. And this year nothing's been very cheap in the produce department or the grocery department actually. So I thought that's probably the cheapest I'm going to get them. I haven't made any red pepper jelly for the last 2 years. My peppers on my plants never get red enough to have this many. So I picked up a couple bags and today we're going to make this recipe. I got this red pepper jelly recipe from my friend Sharon in 2018 actually. So I've made it a couple of times. It's excellent. I just loved it. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Sharon this year. She didn't make it to our friends gathering up in Qualicum. She's moved to Port Hardy now. So I hope she's liking it up there. And anyways, I'm going to get busy. I've done a load of jars in the dishwasher. And they're all cleaned. And I'm going to unload those and put them into the oven to get them sterilized. I'm going to start cleaning these red peppers and grinding them up. And I also had brought in my pepper plants from the garden a few weeks ago. I potted them up because I saw on a video that Gardener Scott actually had, that you could actually dig out those pepper plants and overwinter them in the house. And I thought, why not? And 2 of them are totally full of red jalapeno peppers right now. So that's perfect timing to make this red pepper jelly. So I'll be back after I unload the dishwasher and when I start grinding up these peppers, okay? Got a little interrupted there. Did get the dishwasher unloaded and everything put away, and the jars are in the oven. I'm just cleaning these peppers, slicing them in half and in quarters and probably even a little bit thinner to put into this hand grinder. I have 3 different sizes of blades. I have it, they'll grind very large. I have medium and I have fine. And so I like to use the medium for this. And I'm just gonna go ahead, clean these up. Now this recipe calls for about 4 large red peppers, 2 cups ground. So I'm actually going to do 1.5 times the batch, so I need to actually do 3 cups of ground. But I'm going to stick with telling you guys what the basic recipe is. So I need 2 cups of ground red peppers. And I'll get working on that. I'll show you when I start grinding. All right, Alan's finished grinding up those red peppers. There's an extra cup there that I'm making 1.5 times. So 2 cups of the red peppers. Got a few left, then I'll clean them up and freeze them in the freezer for the winter. But anyway, 2 cups of red peppers, ground up, medium fine. And now, over here, I have these jalapeno peppers that have ripened that I tried to pot. The leaves don't look too happy, but that plant back there looks good. And there's plenty of jalapenos. I think it calls for 4. So I need 6, but I'm going to pick those off and I'm going to put on rubber gloves because, you know, jalapenos are very hot and I sure don't need my fingers burning all night long. So we'll get busy and do that. All right, here are all these lovely little jalapeno peppers. I'm going to clean them up and grind them up on fine. And I need 1/2 cup with the seeds removed so they're not too hot. So we'll get working on that. These have all been sliced in half now, and I'm just, with a little spoon, taking the seeds out. I'm trying not to spit them in my eye, because that's very hot, very painful. Wow, just. So it called for 1/2 cup of the ground jalapenos. I ended up, then I need 3/4, and that's just 3/4 of a cup, so just enough. Not many more left on those little bushes. I found a green one, and that's just okay, because usually I use green ones. Just lucky that I'd actually grown ones that turned red this year. So here we go. I'm gonna get busy and add the jalapenos to the ground red peppers. So you could also use orange ones or yellow ones, but luckily enough, I had all red ones this time. Also, I need to add 6 cups of sugar 1.5 cups of apple cider vinegar. And if it isn't quite red enough, which it might be because I've used all red this time, if it's not red and you've had to use orange or yellow peppers, you can put a couple of drops of red food coloring in just to make it look nice and red. So I'm going to get busy and do that, and we'll be back. All right, 1.5 cups of the apple cider vinegar. And of course, you know, because I'm making 1.5, I need another 3/4 cup. There we go. Now we'll just end up adding the sugar next. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to start stirring this. Now, so the basic recipe is 2 cups of medium to fine ground red peppers, or a variety of yellow, orange, and red peppers, which is approximately 4 large. 1/2 cup of the ground jalapenos. They could be the green ones, but I happen to have red, so that's good. And 1/2 cup with the seeds removed equals about 4 jalapenos or more, a few more. Depends on the size of the jalapeno peppers, really. Then I've added 6 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of the apple cider vinegar, and it's pretty red. I don't think I'm gonna need any food coloring in there just to make it a little bit redder. And then for the basic recipe, it calls for 2 pouches of the Certo liquid pectin. And of course, because I have 1.5 times, I've got another extra one here. Now, it says to combine all those and bring them to a boil for 10 minutes. So that's quite a while, 10 minutes of boiling. Then add the pectin, the Certo, and then boil for an additional 10 minutes. So we're gonna get busy and do that. So it'll be at least about 1/2 hour by the time this boils, and we have it go for 10 minutes and add the pectin and then boil it for another 10 minutes and then remove it from the heat and stir it for 5 minutes to prevent floating fruit and cool it down. And I have the jars in the oven being sterilized. And I also have the wax in a tin here being melted to put on top, just like I do with making jam. So we'll be back and we'll just let this heat up and boil. 10 minutes is a long time when you're stirring that boiling pan. You know, I'd forgotten, I might have ground these red peppers up in fine rather than medium. I think I'm gonna make myself a note that next time I grind them up finer instead of so chunky. It'll probably be okay, but we'll see. So I wasn't very happy with the consistency and how big of chunks those red peppers were. So I ended up using this little hand grinder and just ground them down a little bit finer so that it's a little bit smoother when the red pepper jelly is all finished. A couple of things to add that after my phone, for some reason, when I was adding that pectin, decided to go into slow motion. I have no idea why. Anyways, I added the pectin. There's 2 pouches in each of these boxes. I added the 3 because it was 1.5 times, but the recipe called for 2. I squeezed them out and made sure I got every drop off out of them, stirring all the while I was doing that, and then boiling for another 10 minutes. After that had boiled for another 10 minutes and I brought it off and skimmed it for the 5 minutes for the floating fruit, then I used this funnel and I used this soup ladle to scoop the red pepper jelly into the jars. So kind of takes care of that step. All right, the hot jars are out of the oven and they are filled with the red pepper jelly. And we have 3, 6, 9, 10 and a half A little half one here to keep in the fridge for sample. A couple of these ones here I'm going to keep stirring. I added the seeds, the jalapeno seeds, to see, because some people like to have it hot. So they want it hot, I've added the seeds. So anyways, I'm just going to wipe off these jar lids around the glass, and then I will use some of this melted wax and give them a seal. After I had ladled that jelly into the jars, as I showed you just previously, then I added a thin layer of wax on and twirled the hot wax around. And now that it's this morning and we've gotten through all of our little disasters, I'm going to actually melt some more wax and put one more coat seal on it. Just to bring you up to date on what's been happening at our house in the last 12 hours, we have now got a new member to our family. Hunter! Hunter, come here. How you doing, buddy? I'll show you Hunter in a minute. He's a chocolate lab, and he arrived at our house last night from Chris and Shauna's. And you're going to be living with us now, bud? Yes, I guess so, hey? Okay, I'll show everybody you in just a sec. Can you say hello, Hunter? Huh? Woof, woof. No? Woof, woof. Good boy. Okay. So that was Hunter saying hello. Okay. Oh, yes. I know. You like being filmed, eh? Okay. All right. Another thing that I thought was going to happen, I thought this jelly might not set. I was quite concerned about that last night, but I did put one of the jars in the fridge, and it did set all right. So I thought, oh my goodness, am I going to have to reboil it and add more pectin? But it was all right. It's not as thick as sometimes I have made, but it's just fine. And so now I'm going to get busy and add some more of the wax to these jars. Now that Alan has gotten through his little disaster this morning, which was he dumped a cup of coffee all over his laptop. Never had that happen before, and so we madly unplugged it, removed the battery, and tried to clean off all the liquid, and he's got it drying, and used the hair dryer on low to try to dry it out. Went on the internet to find out what exactly you're supposed to do, thank God. And so we'll see if he manages to save his laptop. So it's been kind of an interesting morning. So I'm going to get busy and try to get this jelly finished. I'm going to heat up this wax. And we'll be back and I'll show you how I pour it on. All right, this wax on low in this can has now melted. And I'm just going to go like this. I always put a paper towel on the edge because it tends to dribble a little bit. Pour some wax onto there. And then just rotate it around the jar to make sure all the edges are sealed. So just repeat that for every jar. There we go. Okay. Just like that. It's just that easy. I'll shuffle these jars to the back and work on the other ones. And after these have set, they've cooled and they've hardened the wax. Then I'll put the lids on and the bands, and I have printed out the red pepper jelly labels to put on them to give to people for Christmas. The second coat of wax is now cooled and set on these jars. And now the lids, the bands, and the name stickers are on all the jars. All right, time to say goodbye. The red pepper jelly is all made and ready to go down the canning cupboard to be brought out later as gifts and to use. And that's about it. I want to thank Sharon again for this great recipe and say bye to everybody, and you guys take care and stay safe, okay? Bye-bye.